Blew me away yesterday when I posted this picture and people assumed that 1526 was incorrect as the start of American slavery. That's not even half the story. Check this out. 1521, Spanish Europeans came to South Carolina to explore what would be called America. Instead, they captured 70 peaceful indigenous people to sell as slaves to Spain. 1525, they returned. 1526, Spanish Europeans attempted to settle the first ever colony in America. Brought 100 enslaved Africans, as well as some of the indigenous natives to serve as interpreters. The boat hit land and those indigenous people were gone. Colonizers built homes, built buildings. By October, they were sick and they were dying. November, the enslaved Africans, with the help of the local indigenous people, rebelled. Burnt that place to the ground. Remaining colonizers, they went back home. By the end of 1526, Africans as well as indigenous people were the first to abolish slavery in this country. It was Africans, not Europeans, that were the first non-native settlers in America. Knowledge is power.
Puff girl calls a cop the N-word and throws drink at him.
I am so pissed off over this video. This freaking white privileged little bimbo had the nerve to walk up to a black police officer, throw a drink on him, and call him a racial slur. And it was everything that he could do to hold back from snatching her ass up. And you know why he didn't? Because all of the other KKK police would probably rally against him and have him fired if he did. And look at this. We have all of these beautiful men, women, and children who have lost their lives at the hands of police. And you have white people getting away with this fucking bullshit. Why? Make it make sense for me. Why is it allowed for white people? Why?
Talk about black killing black. Okay, but then let's talk about whites. Let's talk about whites killing whites killing blacks, whites killing Asians, whites killing gays, whites killing anybody that's not white, and then also whites killing white people. Let's talk about whites who are child pornographers. Let's talk about white pedophiles. Let's talk about white human trafficking rings. Let's talk about white drug dealers. Let's talk about white corporate crime. Let's talk about white serial killers that are shooting up churches, shooting up movie theaters, shooting up shopping malls, shooting up children's schools. Let's talk about the white deranged people that hide children and women in their basements and chain them up and keep them enslaved and abuse them and beat them, okay, and then impregnate them for years. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the white terrorists, like just what happened January 6th at the Capitol building. Let's talk about all that. Let's talk.
The United States of America is a country founded upon white supremacy, and that exists to this day because let's talk about generational wealth. In 1865, we fought a civil war that ended slavery as we know it. But for centuries prior to that, we put black people in chains and we dehumanized them as much as fucking possible. We raped, we tortured, we murdered, we stripped them of their homelands, their history, their people, their language, their culture. We dehumanized them as much as fucking possible to justify the institution of slavery. While that was going on, we had things like the Homestead Act, which allowed 1.6 million white people to go get free fucking land. So while some people were tossed into fucking chains and then given nothing after the fact because we still haven't had reparations, white people got free fucking land. You don't think that gives someone an unfair head start? But you guys want to talk about pulling yourselves up from the fucking bootstraps? But you deny the advantages you're given in this fucking white supremacy society of ours. Go fuck yourselves and remember to mute the media.